Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with more of Avadon 2, the corruption here. Let's go ahead and continue. We're about to enter the Temple of Aetius area. And in case this section of the game is blocked up, it's probably because you entered the Temple of Aetius section too early. You're meant to clear out the Tempest of Nolus first. Go back to Valens and then get directions to the Temple of Aetius, and that's how you get there. So if this is blocked off, that is the exact reason why, because you weren't meant to come here quite yet. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and continue. This pathway leads toward the Temple of Aetius. Once again, there are no signs of pilgrim visitors. This time, however, the temple has not been completely abandoned. There is an elderly Tawan priest to the northwest. He is waiting for you. When you see him, he holds up a hand, palm facing you, and shakes his head. It is a clear warning to stay away. Then he turns and walks away. As you walk down the path toward the temple, you feel a strange, tingling sensation. It is a vaguely familiar feeling, but you can't place it. There is powerful magic here. You consider the possibility that you should rest and prepare before entering the lands of a god. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty chaotic then. The small shrine is old and crumbling, but it still sees actual use. A few humble offerings are on the ground in front of the mossy granite altar. The Tawan priest you saw earlier is waiting for you here. He is an old man, maintaining a long, lonely vigil at this temple. His hair is long and tangled, and his robes are more patched than cloth. Also, oddly, he floats 3 inches over the ground. He looks at you sadly. Hello, warrior of the pact. I am Protector Aetius, the last watcher of this Temple of Aetius. It is sad that we have been brought together in this way. I am a hand of Avadon. You will tell me what I need, or you will be destroyed. Aetius shakes his head. You have entered the realm of a god, warrior. You are subjected to his judgment. Your arrogance will have little benefit to you. I want to know more about Aetius, a great sovereign, a savior of the Tawan during a time of chaos. He was a twin spirit, bearer of great justice and limitless cruelty. Now he is alone and forgotten, and he is very angry. You should not have come here. I would speak with Aetius. That is his decision. It is not likely. He mainly wants to watch you suffer. All I need to know is if you've seen Deles, then I will leave you alone. Deles, a Tawan name. I can't tell you anything about the matters of Tawan. Aetius would be very angry. Why are you here? I serve the mighty god when nobody else will give him the gratitude he deserves in his time of brokenness. Alright, pass your judgment. Aetius shakes his head sadly. He does that a lot. It has been passed by the god. If it is changed, it will be by the will of the god. Even though you are from the pact, I hope some mercy is showed to you. At times, I tire of seeing the suffering. You try to respond, but it is no use. Aetius has disappeared. The woods around you suddenly grow darker and thicker. You feel very alone. Well, I saved this for another part then, because it seems like it's going to be pretty lengthy. Maybe, I don't know. What is this pulling crap? Get out of here with that. Is that why they're called chain bones? What keeps dropping? Is it actually like chains? Because they're the chain bones? Stop it with this pulling. What the heck keeps dropping here? Yeah, these are chacos. Okay, no wonder. I mean, it's no value. It's one of the items in this game that has no value. So, yeah, not big of a deal. You return to where you first saw Aetius and find that you were trapped. A wall of trees blocks the pathway to the temple. What he said was correct. You are stuck in the God's realm, waiting for the judgment of Aetius. And yet, you feel more annoyed than anything. You now recognize the strange feeling you had when you first came here. It's the same sort of illusion magic that the ogres of the Wretchlands used on you when you were hunting for their lair. You look around for a way out, determined not to fall victim to the spell again. As you search for a way out of this loop, you see some trees to the side of the path shimmer briefly. It was just a flicker, just for a moment. You never would have noticed it in the Ogre Lands, but you are a hand of Avadon. You won't be fooled twice. You close your eyes, walk up to the trees, and wave your hand through them. You meet no resistance. When you open them again, the spell is broken. The path to the temple is clear. You weren't able to see an easy way out of this region, but Aetius won't be able to keep you out of his temple. Okay, more loot. Alright, just checking all corners. Okay, So nothing here. Dancing bones. They gonna do some like kung fu moves or something? These dancing bones, like what the heck? Why are they called dancing bones? Oh snap! Okay, that's something. I can't really. I don't really want to summon a turret quite yet either, though. You know what? Screw it. I want to kill these punks quick. Okay, yeah, so that's the gist of the dancing bones, is that when you kill them, more bones will spawn. Knock them down to size. You enter the inner chamber of the Temple Aetius to find something unusual. It's not one altar, but two. The eastern altar is clean, well tended, and surrounded by candles. The western altar is dirty, mossy, and surrounded with trash. Something about Aetius is very odd. The two altars have one thing in common: the knife, the shackles, and the splatters of blood. Aetius has developed some nasty taste in his long period of unlife. Okay, let's go ahead and explore the outside real quick. I mean, we don't have to, but it clearly just wants me to go in a certain area, but still. I just like to clear out parts as much of the map as I can. Screw you. You're stunned. Get out of here with that. Okay, we can go ahead and sell that runestone since it's not the strongest one we can get at this point. What the heck? Oh, more BS, okay. Come on, get your bones over with. Okay, I'm pretty confident this isn't going to be like the longest encounter in the game, but it still might be kind of tedious for a bit. At least the turrets can take quite a bit of damage. Get out of here with that. Now the problem with the these turrets, though, is they're not even the most damaging. The ice turret is definitely better, but the undead are also highly resistant to the ice. Okay, I feel like both pathways lead to the same place. Entering this enormous subterranean hall, you realize something about Aetius. He is a god who requires great opulence. This is the second audience hall, just as splendid as the one above. It is still impressive, though you doubt any pilgrims have been met down here for centuries. It is also eerily empty. In the north end of the hall, you see two thrones sitting side by side. That must be where Aetius or the fragments of him or whatever held court. Okay, so it didn't matter which side you came in because they both lead to the same place. Also, we can loot up these dead bodies that he's clearly killed. The shade sitting on the eastern throne was too faint to see when you were at the far end of the hall. Now that you are close enough, you can barely see it. It is the faint shade of a long-dead Tawan sovereign, complete with crown and archaic ghost armor. The west throne remains strangely empty. Intruders, he intones. I am Aetius, sovereign and preserver of the Tawan people, and strong, surviving half my great, weak twin spirit. You have intruded upon my realm, and now you are held while waiting my judgment. Who are you? Did you not hear? I was the sovereign of the Tawan. Fools and cravens dared to tear my empire apart, and my wisdom and strength held it together. The loyal were given milk and mercy, and the foolish die screaming. Where is your other half? Gone forever. The half that held my mercy and kindness is dead, devoured forever, for we were forgotten. Any besides Naeus who deserve mercy are gone forever. There is no need for mercy. I want to talk about Naeus. Naeus grows milky weak in his dotage. He wanted me to stay back and hide and not pass judgment on you. Now you face a god, mortal. Yes, a god. Very impressive. I hope you remind Naeus of it before my judgment is passed. I demand you tell me where Deless is. Deless? Who is this? Some mortal? Why should I care about some mortal or other? And who are you to make demands of me? You are only here to receive my judgment, and I am ready to give it. He rises from the throne, and for just a moment you can feel the power of the god. A sliver of what was once his strength before his worshippers forgot him, and his temple fell into ruins. Then the energy fades, and you are left feeling only his rage. How many have you trapped here? So many fools. So many looters, packed mercenaries, thieves, fools who would not pay their respects. They starved or fed my defenders, as will you. Does Taiwan visit you anymore? Do Taiwan visit you anymore? They stopped long ago, and now they are wise enough to stay away. Many of them must pay the price for my neglect before I greet them with kindness again. The Taiwan of today have no concept of duty. They will not pay the price needed for my forgiveness. Kids today, right? Says Kalita with a smile. I am a hand of Avadon, Farlander. Free me or be destroyed. Avadon? Naeus told me about this Avadon. I ignored him. Your mortal factions are nothing to the might of a god. You are not going. Not ever. My judgment is passed. You die, starve out here, or feed my guardians within. The choice is yours. Then Aetius vanishes. Moments later, the gate to the east noisily opens. These dank caverns are the true halls of Aetius. Grimy, dirty tunnels, far less impressive than the splendor behind you. There are also signs of actual settlement, though it is not reassuring. Deep ruts are worn into the ground, left by centuries of repeated passage of patrols of clawed guardians. Somewhere nearby, the voice of Protector Naeus echoes to you. Servants, hunt the intruders! The sentence of the dread god will be carried out. Then you hear snarling as the guardians begin the hunt. The sentinels of the Temple of Aetius are as crumbly and neglected as the rest of the shrine. They can't even detect you until they get close to you. The creature Stonehead glides around to face you. Its eyes flash red. It lumbers towards you. The sentinel falls apart and its rocky bits crumble to the ground. A whisper of energy is left behind, floating in the air above the rubble. The glow drifts off to the core of the area, probably to inhabit another pile of rock. These were once the quarters of the priests who came here to serve Aetius. Living servants have stayed away since the god went mad, but the ghosts of some of those lost priests still remain. They stand at the table in the center of the hall, pantomiming a meal. They pretend to drink from long empty goblets and eat invisible food from dusty plates. Happily, they haven't noticed you yet. Well, they notice me now because I want to attack. Oh, screw your shenanigans, your theatrics, all this other crap. Screw your ensnare effect. Let's die already. Stop with them with a heal. Jeez, please. That was a bit of trouble. Ooh, what's that? Searing razor disc? Ooh, we are definitely putting that on then. Actually, that might be better on Yoshiria now that I think about it. Yeah, let's keep that on Yoshiria since she can make use of it. You approach the core of the temple, the chamber where the god Aetius rests. The closer you get, the more you can feel his power. He isn't quite as pitiful here as he was in the audience hall to the west. Ahead you can see the glow of the chamber. Aetius is there and Protector Naeus is serving him. As you get closer, you start to feel powerfully ill. Your skin burns and your muscles twitch. You feel filthy and nauseated. Something is wrong, and it gets worse with every step you take. If you get too much closer, this warding magic could become genuinely dangerous. Okay, then I have a feeling we have to take care of this somehow. At first, you thought that these statues were just statues. General temple decoration, if a bit more tormented looking than usual. Then, very slowly, they start to move. One at a time, they step off of their crumbling pedestals and lumber towards you. They are more souls imprisoned by the mad god Aetius, eager to win their freedom by crushing your tender, squishy flesh. You know what? I wonder if we should drink something here. Yeah, we should probably drink a basin, too. Yeah, we clearly have to drink that basin in order to maybe get closer to Aetius. You know what? If y'all gonna play this game, get out of here with this. The few remaining unsmashed statues stop moving. They return to their decorative positions and remain still. Aetius has decided not to waste any more of his guardians on his futile attempt to defeat you. Alright, dexterity. Resurrection, scroll. There is a cracked stone basin here. There's an inch of surprisingly clean water at the bottom. An illustration of a Tawan priest washing his hands has been carved into the side. In all fairness, your hands are kind of gross. Use the water to wash them off. I'm guessing we need more of those basins, though. Yeah, we should go back to that area where we're at. Right. Alright, at level 6, gain recovery. Instantly recover from several curses or afflictions. At level 6, gain Blade Whirlwind. You whirl around and deliver a series of vicious blows, striking all nearby enemies. I will take that. Yeah, let's go back to that basin up here. I feel like that's key, that's one of the keys. There is a cracked stone basin here. There's an inch of surprisingly clean water at the bottom. An illustration of a Tawan priest washing his feet has been carved into the side. Seems reasonable. Use some of the water to clean off your feet. Another one of the sentinels has detected you. You notice that its movements are faster and more precise than the ones you faced before. Perhaps as Aetius generates more of them, they are getting more powerful. A worrying prospect. For many years, Aetius has taken his rage out on almost anyone who dared enter his temple. The gods' victims were thrown here where the bones were animated so that their punishment could continue. Some of the skeletons lurk in the alcoves. Others wander mindlessly in the hall. They seem oblivious to your presence, as long as you don't get too close. Oh, come on, really? 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 You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I don't know how we could enter here, like, sneakily, is the problem. Okay, there is definitely a basin up there, though. Oh, jeez. Let's just summon the Night Start anyway. Come on, really? Like, how many of these pools are there? do you mean I can't reach target? What do you mean I can't reach target? Reach the freaking target. Curse with mobility. Okay, whatever. Let's kill these freaking things already. You can reach that. Come on. Kill these freaking skeletons already. Thank you. Good lord. Spooky, scary skeletons. At level 6, gain Stunning Dash, delivers a vicious blow with your blade, doing more damage and stunning the target. At level 6, gain Recovery, instantly recover from several curses or afflictions. I kind of already knew that. Lightning Javelin. Ooh, that would be good on Dedrick. There is a cracked stone basin here. There's an inch of surprisingly clean water at the bottom. An illustration of a Taiwan priestess washing her face has been carved into the side. The ritual seems important, and the water is basically clean. You use some of it to clean the grime and sweat off of your face. Okay, make sure that's recharged. Interesting. Now that you have bathed yourself in the 3 pools, the sentinels no longer seem to notice you. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was a key. That means I think we can take on Aetius now. At last, you have trapped the god Aetius in his inner chamber. You expect a battle, or if not a battle, then threats and bluster. What you didn't expect was a display of utter, craven terror. The god stands in the middle of his circle and shrieks, "No! No! Get out! I am the sovereign! The savior! I demand you leave me!" Protector Aetius shakes his head. He has long been like this. Leave him alone. I should destroy you for what you have done. No! You can't! Mortal, I am forgotten and weak, but I am a god. I have felt true worship. You can only hurt me if I allow it, and I never will. Where is Deless? Deless. Who is this mortal? I've heard him mentioned. I don't know who he is. Has Aeneas hidden things from me? Aeneas says, leave him alone, and I will tell you what you want to know, but only if you leave us in peace. Stop killing your visitors. I am angry, but I am not evil. I only kill those who steal, and those who are enemies of the Tawan, and those who don't show proper respect, and those... The god bows his head. I will do as you say, but only if you don't hurt me anymore. Fine, I will leave. Aetius nods. He starts to slowly fade away. As he vanishes, he says, yes, respect, gratitude. That is all I ever wanted. I was great. I did so much. I was forgotten. I was. And then he has disappeared. Naeus looks truly sad. He was great, you know. Now he just waits for destruction. I'm not proud of him, but he should have been better remembered. You reach the core of the temple, the hall where the spirit of the god Aetius rests. The god is there, trembling with fear. All of his defenses have failed, and all of his bluster is empty. Protective Naeus shakes his head. So, now you see the truth, invader. This is the final fate of all the gods of the Tawan. Honored, then forgotten, then they disappear. I protect them as best I can. I will tell you whatever you need to know if it will get you to go away and leave our god in peace. Your god needs to die. That is his decision, not yours. The gods of the Tawan can only be touched if they choose it. He will die, but only when he is totally forgotten and dwindles away. Only then will you have your vengeance. I should kill you. You can if you choose, but then you will never learn what you need. How did you come to serve here? I was young, a caravan guard. We passed near here. I saw the temple, and I was called. It is hard to explain. A feeling of spirit, of duty. All the keepers of the temples are summoned in such a way. Is Aetius worthy? He was a sovereign and savior of the Tawan. Few are more worthy. You had no choice. Of course I had a choice, and I took the only possible option. I spent every living moment in the presence of a god. You will never know such a full existence. I want to know about the less. Protector Naeus suddenly looks very angry. That madman. He can plot his plots and cause his wars, but he had no right to bring this torment on the gods of the Tawan. They deserve more honor than that. I told him his secret was safe. I go back on my word now, and he deserves it. So the less does exist. Oh yes, of course he does. You think the pack could have suffered so much misfortune so quickly without one strong hand behind it? What did the less say to you? Nothing that will surprise you. He wanted to band together the far lands and crush the pact. He wanted to hide in the temples and be protected and hidden by his gods. The request proved him unworthy of their help. Why was he unworthy? Our gods are not here to fight. Their time is done. Their duty is done. What he asked was not right, and I told him so. Describe him. Naeus describes the less. He sounds like a middle-aged Tawan man with almost no distinguishing characteristics. You do not detect any signs of deception. The description is nearly useless. What did you say to the less? Naeus laughs bitterly. What do you think? You have seen Aetius, or what is left of him. He is not ready to fight in a war. What happened then? The less demanded my silence. He had no right to do so. I serve a greater power. He left. I don't know where he went. You will have to content yourself with the knowledge of his existence and his plans. I swear I know nothing else. Naeus is correct. It is not a lot of information, but it is hugely valuable. It is time to report what you have learned to Redbeard. I'll be going now. That is all we ask. Leave us in peace. Okay, well, our mission, I wonder if it is a achievement if you do decide to attack and kill them both. How do we get out of here, though? We can't just walk out there. Oh, we have to walk all the way back around. Are you serious right now? Okay, whatever. They're allowing us to live, so... that's really all I asked for, right? I wonder if Alan has anything to say on that. I'm glad that wasn't so lengthy that I had to work into another part. I'm sure I can... At least I can... call it here soon. I did find signs of the less. And report them to Redbeard. My work is done here. I'm no warrior. I'm just a drunk who makes pretty things. Back to Trozen. Okay, pylon of Avadon is just right there then. We'll level up at 27. At level 6, gain Spirit Charge, fills an area with Wave of Force, slashing your enemies, making them vulnerable to magical attacks. At level 6, gain Call Hellhound, summons a fiery Hellhound from the wilds to fight beside you. Alright. I'll read them when my main guy levels up first. I explored several temples. There is evidence that Deleth is hiding in one of them. Redbeard listens attentively to your story. He soon starts to take notes. What odd places. I had heard the rumors, but I did not pay as close attention to Tawan magic as I should have. And this is where Deleth has been hiding. This is a major development. We must proceed with great care. So what now? Now I proceed with great care. You will continue to work on your other jobs. Return to Heart Protus for orders. Thank you for your help. Now we must plan. Deleth will pay. He looks down at his notes, deep in thought. You have been dismissed. At level 6, gain Blade Lash, powerful attack that knocks your opponent off balance, slowing and ensnaring it. At level 6, gain Build Razor Flinger, constructs a Razor Flinger in a nearby location. Okay, cool. At level 6, gain Icy Lance, flings a powerful bolt of ice at a single foe. At level 6, gain Charm Foe, take control of the mind of a foe, causing them to fight for you for a short time. I am back from working for Redbeard. Excellent. Indeed. I am ready to give you your next mission, to return to the corruption and continue the hunt. He scratches his ear with his pen and asks casually, tell me, now that you have worked for Redbeard directly, what did you think of him? His mental state. He's increasingly tired and confused. Protus nods, a bold opinion, one I confess I have heard more and more of late. But what can be done? It would take someone very strong and ambitious to unseat the mighty Redbeard. He is silent for a moment, letting that hang in the air. Now then, on to your next bit of business in the corruption. What do I need to do in the corruption? Return to Monitor Base C and speak with the commander there. We have received word from them. They think they have an idea of where Miranda fled to. Go to the commander, follow any lead she can give you, and then report what you learned to me. You think Miranda... Why did you ask my opinion about Redbeard? Did I? Forgive me, but I recall no such conversation. Right. You think Miranda is still in the corruption? We think nothing where that wily traitor is concerned. However, we do know that she went there for a reason. Now we need to know what that reason is. I will go right away. Wish you good hunting. He returns to his work. Heart Protus is sending you back to the corruption to resume the hunt for Miranda. Heart Protus has sent you to Monitor Base C just inside the corruption. Take the pylon to the corruption, find your way to the base, and report to the commander there. Okay. Malik, I was given a message of some importance when you have the time. What is your message? And Kalita came to me. Something has made her quite distressed, even more so than usual. She asked for you to be sent to her as soon as possible. She is usually found in the main dining hall. Okay, so the Blade Master Kalita has spent time in the Avadon dungeons, and this has left her with almost no memory of her earlier life. She wants to find out why this happened. Kalita has asked for you to go to the Avadon dining hall and speak with her there. Oh snap, so we get to do Kalita's arc, it looks like. But I think with that in mind, that will have to come in the next part, because I do want to save the game right here and see you all with the next part of the Let's Play. So I'll see you all until then.